But come over here now and watch it bubbling. This is the best part. Zoom in. That's transfixing right there. It's translucent. It's transfixing. See it bubbling? I could sit there and watch that all day.
The legend, Mr. Al Santillo.
Okay, no, these are real baker secrets.
First off, Al Santillo is hard to just explain in a couple sentences.
Que pasa?
Pizza runs through his blood.
This is called char. This char is back in style. Get with the times or get left behind.
I like to think of him as the pizza philosopher.
Sometimes the ugliest ones taste the best. You can't understand the present till you understand the history. If you can get something down to 11 words or less, those are magic words.
And you could tell that he has his thoughts and his ideas very finely crafted.
You season with salt. Salt is not an ingredient.
Yes.
I don't even have to weigh it. I know. See how big that handful is? That's the recipe.
Yes. So Al, for years and years and years, have been manning the oven at Santillo's in Elizabeth, New Jersey, a very special place. And then one day it burnt down.
It's like they say, the comeback's better than the setback.
Oh, man.
You know what I tell you about Elizabeth? If you're looking for trouble, you'll find it.
In this episode, we're following around Al Santillo in his hometown of Elizabeth, New Jersey. Elizabeth has a pretty deep history when it comes to Italian Americans.
How you doing? What's going on? How are you, baby? Yeah. Smells good in there.
When you walk around with Al, it seems like there was a butcher, baker, or Italian grocery on every block, which there was. Al's family has been in the baking business for over 100 years, and Al himself grew up in the family's bakery. At night, Santillo's bakery turned into a takeout pizza parlor. By age 13, Al could run the bakery himself, and by the time he took over the business, Al had converted it into a full-time pizza parlor. Santillo's brick oven pizza has always been well known throughout New Jersey as being one of the best and most unique pizza parlors. But with the boom in pizza culture over the last 10 years, Al and Santillo's notoriety has skyrocketed. Al's menu is a tribute to Santillo's brick oven pizza history, breaking down pie styles by decades and bake times. Unfortunately, Al's pizzeria burnt down recently, and he's in the process of rebuilding. The oven was salvaged, but his childhood home and the rest of the pizzeria were ruined. After the grand tour of Elizabeth, Al's gonna come by my place, Best Pizza, and we're gonna make some pies for friends together. Beautiful, beautiful.
Welcome to Santillo's.
So you have an incredible story,
Yeah.
Huh?
The story of Santillo's is the story of the Italian American in America. Can I tell you something? All the Italians came from all the different parts of Italy. They came to Elizabeth, and they had a thriving community here for almost 100 years.
Oh yeah, that turn of the century, right? The big Italian migration.
Yeah, it was fantastic growing up around here.
And how many years have you been cooking here?
Well, I was born here in 1957. That's like my history, this is home. See the second floor?
Yeah.
I grew up in there, and then I just came down here to go to work. The whole family worked in the bakery. That's how people lived back then.
So when this pizzeria, when the fire happened, it wasn't only the pizzeria that you were in fear of burning down,
too.
but it was your house too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's messed up. Yeah. 7-something over there. It's way hot. Over there, it's 550. If you would have seen this place when it was perfect, it was perfect.
I have no doubt that you're
Yeah.
gonna make it just as perfect,
Yeah.
if not better.
Where most of the damage was above this oven and in that room right there. But the fire started right above the oven in the front.
Wow.
Look at this. This is the largest pizza oven in New Jersey by far.
So this was an old chamber oven, right?
Yeah,
Well, an
single
old coal-
chamber oven, they call it.
No
This is where we think the fire started, right here. They put the roof too low. They told me it was gonna last 500 years, and it only lasted 104 or 110 or something.
No kidding.
Yeah. This place was perfect. I could just picture myself sitting here 2 months ago before the fire, thinking like, this place is perfect. I can't make it any better. And I tempted the hand of fate. Whether you believe in fate or not, I don't know. Fate exists.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the energy, the fact that guys are already working on it and it's already coming along.
The nicest thing about being in Elizabeth for 100 years, you know all the best people. Like, you wouldn't believe, like, the outpouring of support that I've been getting into town. Everybody's been wonderful.
Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. You have all these people coming together. You know, everybody's excited for you to reopen.
It's a living.
It's a living. It's a living. And it's not a bad one. It's a beautiful living.
There's a lot of people got a lot worse livings.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So anyway, we're gonna go to Sacco's Meat Market in Elizabeth. They've just celebrated their 75th anniversary. He did more to keep the Italian community and the Italian spirit alive in Elizabeth than anybody else that I know right now.
I'm excited about today, man.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear
to
about everything.
Place.
Walking down the block with Al was a real project. You couldn't really get 10 feet without him stopping.
Wait, hold on. You see where that house is on the corner?
Yep. And then giving you his thoughts.
You know you're going out with an Italian guy when he answers his own question. How do I look? Good? How's that steak? Great?
Almost every corner seemed like it had a memory for Al.
You don't usually see this gate open. When my father was 5 years old, my grandfather had this fish pond put in for him.
Oh, wow.
So that thing's been sitting there for 95 years. Man, I want to say something. When you come here, you're going to the real place.
Let's see.
Everybody loves Al.
How could you not love Al? What do they got going on over here? What is that, like a corned beef?
Yes, it is.
It really is.
Delicious.
Al, we made Santillo's pizza here 2 weeks ago for
I know
Super Bowl.
Alex did.
It was great.
I gave him the mini recipe.
We ate it for 3 days.
You guys are going to order? What are you going to wait
All
for?
right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, why wait, right? What are you guys known for? Like, what's your bread and butter here? I'm sure you sell a lot of veal, a lot of, yeah, what else?
Sauce here, and we make steak
I love
sandwiches.
Jimmy.
Beautiful.
That is nice.
So we'll do a couple steak sandwiches?
Cheesesteak?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll make cheesesteak, chicken, and veal. We'll put fresh mozzarella on both of these. Girls, how many breads did you cut?
Beautiful. I think Al wanted the special, the corned beef.
Oh, yeah, that's not a problem. Nobody here got problem with hot peppers?
No, sir.
Let's rack it up, girls. Just get a couple of toothpicks, Deb, for the veal. Does the deer have any dough? $2.
Tell him who you are.
Kid from the neighborhood?
You own a restaurant? You in the restaurant industry too?
I'm just a hand in the crowd.
Just hanging out? I don't need to know too much. Oh, man.
Wow.
The toothpicks are veal.
Okay, thank you very much. This looks amazing. My favorite, the long hots.
Wow. I want to savor every drop of how good it is.
So freaking good. I don't know what's better.
The steak is great, but the veal cutlet's next level.
This is delicious. Thank you so much, John. This steak sandwich,
John.
oh my
It's great.
God. The sandwiches that they made us at Sacco's were some of the best sandwiches I've ever had in my life, hands down. Did you used to buy any of your products for the shop?
I still do. I have like a event or something. I'll get the sausage here.
Right.
Sacco's sausage is the best. The owner himself is making it, and he's making it just the way he made it 60 years ago.
For making the pizza tomorrow, what are we gonna pick up from here?
We'll get the sweet Italian sausage.
Sweet Italian sausage. And how do you get it usually? In the links or it comes crumbled up?
I just take it out of the casing, little pieces, and put it on the pizza like that. That's the best way.
Little pieces you put on raw.
You get the
flavor.
fat and all that out of there. I never see anybody else doing it the right way. They buy the sausage, they cook it, they put it on a slicing machine. They kill it 3 times before it even gets to the pizza.
You guys are taking the sausage with you?
Yeah. Hold it up close to the camera so they can see the quality.
Yeah, look how fresh that is.
The more you zoom in, is the better it looks.
Oh, you could
Not
see.
telling you.
Fennel
You
seeds.
see a little speck of fennel here and there.
Yeah.
And see how much fat is in there? It's just like masterfully made. When you taste that, you're gonna be like Madonna Logan.
Where you guys headed from here?
Yeah, come on.
We're gonna jump in my truck and take a ride over to Tommy's. Is that one of the places that's like a staple in the neighborhood that you've been going to for a long time?
Of course. I thought you knew all that.
I know, but I gotta hear it for myself.
All right, you gotta hear it from me. Where's my sandwich? I had a corned beef sandwich. Tommy's Italian sausage and hot dog. And it's been here since 1969. They Then Tommy Jr. took over. He's only in his 40s. His claim to fame is he's got a pizza bread, which is a round bread like this, about this big, with a hole in the middle. He cuts it down the middle. He opens it up and he fills it with Italian sausage, peppers, onions, and potatoes.
Ooh.
That's a killer combination.
That
Wait, I'm
sounds
not
good.
done yet telling you. How you doing, Junior? That's Tommy Jr. Open the window. Come on, it's hot out here.
What do you recommend?
You get the Italian hot dog, Italian sausage, onions, peppers, potatoes, in the pizza bread.
That sounds fantastic. I'll do one of those with the hot dog, please.
Yes.
Yeah, I want a single on the pizza bread.
Yes.
Tommy, you want to come out and say hello?
Yeah, sure.
Tell them how you make everything. Tell them how you
Yeah, we
make
make all the sauces from scratch. My dad actually invented that pan right there. Years ago, when they started making Italian hot dogs, they used to use a real deep pan of oil, you know? And everything was very greasy. My father didn't like it. He wanted it better.
This is incredible. The bread that you use, it says pizza bread. What does that mean exactly?
Now, years ago, that pizza bread was everywhere because there were so many Italian bakeries. But now, it's hard to find.
Right.
People come here just for that.
I believe it.
Yeah, they
I
do.
believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Here they come. Wow. Thank you so much.
That's a single?
God, look at that. Look at those fried potatoes. I
Yeah, they
wasn't
came
sure.
out nice, yeah. This isn't a big thing over in New York, I guess. It came out really great today. See how that came? This is only a single.
I didn't know what to expect, Al. This is amazing.
But don't forget, I usually get the double or the triple. There'll be all kinds of hot dogs coming out of there.
I've never seen anything like this. So good. After bringing us to some of his favorite local spots, Sacco's and Tommy's Sausage Place, Al came to Best Pizza. For me, that was a complete honor.
This is a cool location.
When Al rolled up, he was with his old buddy Angelo.
We got Angelo Caro. It means runner in Italian. He looks like a runner. Came over here to work the secret recipe.
Guys, we got a legend here today.
Mr. Santillo.
This is Mr. Santillo, Al,
Marcos. David.
and Adrian. These guys are like my family.
Yeah.
This is the oven.
Yeah, now this is wonderful. This is how my grandfather's oven was.
Once Al came to Best Pizza and he made his way around, he got comfortable quick.
Yeah, Frank can help me, Angelo can help me. I'll just stand here and give orders. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the whole recipe and I'm gonna give you the whole thinking behind it. And don't tell me I didn't give you the recipe. It's flour, water, yeast, and salt. That's the recipe. If you're a baker or any kind of cook, I just gave you the recipe, okay? I don't have to give you the amounts. You gotta figure out the amounts. You're supposed to know enough about baking and cooking to figure out what the amounts are supposed to be. Got it? I gave you the recipe. So this is what I'm gonna tell you about the salt. That little bit of water right there.
You say you're not big salt people, but I know that dough is gonna be seasoned.
Yeah, it's gonna be seasoned with salt, but we're not heavy on the salt, guys. I'm showing you how to make your own bread.
Al, how many pies are we gonna get out of this batch?
You're gonna get a bunch. You just keep putting the flour in real slow. And if you wind up looking in there and you got too much flour, you add a little more water. Any way you do it, it's gonna be edible. Then you got nothing to do. You got 10 minutes, so you just stand here and play with it like
It looks
that.
perfect.
Yeah.
I thought you called it a hot load, but it's really
Well, a hot load is something different. You're getting a hot load. How many more minutes we got?
This feels good, Al.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
We're gonna go back in time to 100 years ago before they had electricity. You had to do this. Because a lot of fighters came out of Elizabeth. We wanted a dough that was developed. We don't want the no roll, no bowl recipe. We want that dough developed. 200 grams, so we'll go with 200 grams then. That's the size we want.
Perfect.
Okay, who's rolling that dough? This is the enjoyment of the whole job right here, getting your hands into the dough. I'm addicted to this. See the Pillsbury Doughboy test? See it? See how it bounces back? That's nice.
Have you seen one of these bad boys yet?
Only on YouTube.
So I think that size dough that you made is perfect. We'll bang a couple pizzas out, cook them in the
Look, the
Gozney.
little ones will cook nice and fast in there,
Oh,
and they'll
yeah.
come out, and they're hungry, good. Let the other people wait, because if they're hungry, it tastes better. Got our first customers already.
What do you think?
I think we got something here.
You know you're a pro when you could go from one oven to the other oven like this.
What's your favorite pizza topping?
Right now, my favorite topping is a second cheese called Pecorino Romano cheese. I gotta buy it in the whole wheel. If you don't buy it in the whole wheel, it's like drugs. Everybody puts steps on it and sells you cut.
All right, batter up. This is gonna stick.
No, I ain't gonna stick. Watch.
Whoa.
This is the sausage we bought at Sacco's Meat Market in Elizabeth yesterday. This is what's gonna send the pizza over the top. We're going in. That's the big one.
I know a lot of people.
What happened? You got lost again coming? You're supposed to be here 9 hours ago. Hi, Penny.
Say hi, Al. Say
We've got cannoli rollers.
She is adorable.
You know, when the fire happened, I called him up, and you know, I was like, "Yeah, Nino, it's real bad. It's I don't know." And then a few days later, he calls me. He's like, "Nino, I gotta make my bread. Can I come over and make my bread over there?" Yeah, Al Santillo, you can do whatever the you want.
That's amazing.
Man, look how fast it cooked.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it's perfect. That looks
Beautiful,
much better.
beautiful.
That's gonna be a beautiful pie. The Jersey pizza.
That's a beauty.
If you got Italian blood in you, this is made for your blood.
I'm outnumbered here. I got 2 Jersey legends right here, and only 1 Brooklyn guy. That's it. I'll tell you what, I always grew up envying guys like you. And when I had the opportunity to open here and just the way that the neighborhood took me in, it was a beautiful thing.
You know what they call that? You felt your calling. One day I had a feeling just like that. It was a calling. Like God and all the people up there has been telling me, this is what you're gonna do, this is where you're gonna be.
That's
This is
amazing.
what I got called to do. No, there was 2, I don't know, somebody put it somewhere. There was 2 sandwiches. Look, if you lost it, fine.